Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. I'm your host, Ellen, and today we have 100 questions on general knowledge. Make sure you're keeping score so you can tell us at the end the answer to the bonus question and, of course, how well you did with our Quiz Class Einstein Awards. So, let's get started. What volcanic mountain erupted in 1980? Mount Etna, Mount St. Helens, or Mount Fuji? Mount St. Helens. Who was assassinated in New York City in 1980? Bob Dylan, John Lennon, or George Harrison? John Lennon. Who survived an assassination attempt in 1981? Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, or Richard Nixon? Ronald Reagan. Which Egyptian leader was assassinated in 1981? Gamal Abdel Nasser, Anwar Sadat, or Hosni Mubarak? Anwar Sadat. Robin Williams played which alien character on TV? Mork, Alf, or Zorg? Mork. What nickname was given to Whitney Houston? The Diva, The Voice, or Queen of Soul? The Voice. Robin Williams was diagnosed or misdiagnosed with which disease? Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, or Parkinson's? Parkinson's. What was Yvonne Chaka Khan's famous hit song? Be Proud to Be African, I'm in Love with a DJ, or Rhythm of Life? I'm in Love with a DJ. What dance move became Michael Jackson's signature? The slide, the moonwalk, or the shuffle? The moonwalk. Tupac Shakur was shot in which year? 2005, 2000, or 1996? And the answer is 1996. How many World Cups did Brazil's Ronaldo win? None, two, or four? Two. The Spice Girls' debut single Wannabe came out in which year? 1996, 2002, or 1979? 1996. Which sector employs most U.S. workers today? The service sector, agriculture, or construction? The service sector. We're on question 14. Which U.S. group has the highest fertility rate? Mormons, Catholics, or Lutherans? Mormons. Leonardo DiCaprio rose to fame through which movie? The Aviator, The Titanic, or The Beach? Titanic. Tom Cruise earned $15 million per film in which decade? The 1980s, the 1990s, or the 1970s? The 1990s. Jeff Gordon was a driver in which sport? IndyCar, Formula One, or NASCAR? NASCAR. Naomi Campbell was a muse for which brand? Dior, Versace, or Chanel? Versace. Will Smith started his career as a what? Rapper, actor, or comedian? He started as a rapper. We are already at question 20. Let's keep going. What philosophy was started by Confucius? Taoism, Confucianism, or Buddhism? Confucianism. The Indus Valley Civilization is known for what? Modern weapons, planned cities, or large temples? Planned cities. India gained independence from British rule in which year? 1947, 1950, or 1930? 1947. Eminem's real name is what? Marshall Bruce Mathers III, Eric Dre, or Calvin Broadus? Marshall Bruce Mathers III. Who discovered Eminem in 1997? Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, or 50 Cent? Dr. Dre. Question 25. Jerry Seinfeld co-created his show with whom? Larry David, David Schwimmer, or Steve Carell? With Larry David. The sitcom Seinfeld aired on which network? ABC, NBC, or CBS? NBC. Which film series did Spielberg executive produce? Jurassic Park, Star Wars, or The Matrix? Jurassic Park. Aaliyah starred in which film? Romeo Must Die, Save the Last Dance, or Step Up? Romeo Must Die. Denzel starred in Philadelphia with which actor? Tom Hanks, Brad Pitt, or Morgan Freeman? Tom Hanks. Question 30. Denzel Washington won acclaim for which 1990s movie? Training Day, Malcolm X, or Fences? Malcolm X. Princess Diana was known as the people's what? Queen, princess, or advocate? Princess. Question 32. Diana campaigned to ban what? Landmines, plastic, or weapons? She campaigned to ban landmines. Madonna is often called the queen of what? Rock, pop, or soul? The queen of pop. Madonna starred in which 1996 film? Evita, Moulin Rouge, or Chicago? Evita. Mandela spent how many years in prison? 27, 7, or 15? 27. Nelson Mandela won which prize in 1993? The Pulitzer Prize, the Nobel Peace Prize, or a Grammy Award? The Nobel Peace Prize. Jay-Z was born with which name? Sean Carter, Andre Young, or Curtis Jackson? Sean Carter. Dwayne Johnson was first famous for what? Acting, wrestling, or football? He was famous for wrestling. The Rock's catchphrase was what? Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Just bring it, or know your role? Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Dwayne Johnson's first major movie role was in The Scorpion King, Fast and Furious, or Hercules? The Scorpion King. Mike Tyson was nicknamed what? Killer Mike, Mighty Mike, or Iron Mike? Iron Mike. Who defeated Mike Tyson in 1990? Buster Douglas, Evander Holyfield, or Lennox Lewis? Buster Douglas. Keanu Reeves starred in which 1999 sci-fi hit? Speed, The Matrix, or Johnny Mnemonic? The Matrix. What medical field was Ben Carson famous for? Cardiology, neurosurgery, or orthopedics? Neurosurgery. Oprah Winfrey launched her TV network called what? Oprah Media, OWN, or The Winfrey Channel? OWN. What computer did IBM release in 1981? Apple II, IBM Model 5150, or the Commodore 64? The IBM Model 5150. What year was the Internet officially born? 1974, 1992, or 1983? 1983. What volcano erupted continuously from 1983 to 2018? Mount Kilauea, Mount St. Helens, or Mount Fuji? Mount Kilauea. What was the target of the Millennium Dome robbery? The Hope Diamond, the Millennium Star Diamond, or the Crown Jewels? The Millennium Star Diamond. And we have reached question 50. Tell us how you're doing so far in the comments. What was unusual about D.B. Cooper's crime? He parachuted from a plane, he tunneled into a vault, or he disguised himself as a pilot? He parachuted from a plane. What was stolen in Canada's Sweet 2011-2012 heist? Ice wine, sugar crystals, or maple syrup? Maple syrup. Which two auction houses are found on Bond Street? Sotheby's and Bonhams, Christie's and Phillips, or Doyle and Bonhams? Sotheby's and Bonhams. Fifth Avenue is located in which city? New York, Chicago, or Boston? New York. Which store appears in Breakfast at Tiffany's? Tiffany and Company, Cartier, or Prada? Tiffany and Company. What major event makes Fifth Avenue special in spring? The Easter Parade, the Thanksgiving Parade, or Fashion Week? The Easter Parade. What was introduced on Rodeo Drive in 2003? Fashion Avenue, Walk of Style, or Designer Square? Walk of Style. Which area of Canada has the densest population? Northern tundra, southern regions, or the Rocky Mountains? The southern regions. What is the leading source of Canada's wealth? Tourism and banking, natural resources, or software exports? Natural resources. Which province attracts the most immigrants to Canada? Ontario, Alberta, or Manitoba? Ontario. Which Mughal emperor built the Taj Mahal? Ramses, Shah Jahan, or Jahangir? Shah Jahan. We are at question 61, 61. Which two Canadian cities are main business centers? Montreal and Toronto, Calgary and Halifax, or Vancouver and Ottawa? Montreal and Toronto. Which country dominates North America by population? The United States, Mexico, or Canada? The United States. Which U.S. region is strongly Hispanic influenced? The Southwest, the Midwest, or New England? The Southwest. Which region's people mostly practice Roman Catholicism? Mexico and Central America, the United States and Canada, or Greenland and Alaska? Mexico and Central America. What language dominates Mexico and Central America? Portuguese, Spanish, or English? Spanish. Which countries control most of North America's land? US and Canada, Mexico and Cuba, or Canada and Belize? The US and Canada. What helped early North American settlers create wealth? Rich natural resources, slave labor, or mining technology? Rich natural resources. What has slowed development in Central America? Political unrest, harsh winters, or lack of ports? Political unrest. What characterizes wealth in many Caribbean countries? Evenly distributed, concentrated among few, or controlled by workers? Concentrated among few. We have reached question 70. What type of mine is used in the Mesabi Range? Underground mine, open pit mine, or river dredge mine? Open pit mine. What happened in 1976 with the Concorde? First passenger flight, first space test, or the first transatlantic crash? The first passenger flight. Which aircraft is one of the largest passenger planes? Airbus A380, the Concorde, or the Apache? The Airbus A380. What year did Boeing first fly its B-787 Dreamliner? 2009, 1990, or 1987? 2009. What was Mrs. Edna Garrett's job at Eastland? School principal, house mother and dietitian, or an English teacher? House mother and dietitian. Who starred as Blair in The Facts of Life? Nancy McKeon, Lisa Whelchel, or Heather Langenkamp? Lisa Whelchel. What was the setting for the show Alice? A newspaper office, a greasy spoon diner, or a city hospital? A greasy spoon diner. Who played the lead role in Alice? Linda Lavin, Holly Holiday, or Florence Henderson? Linda Lavin. What job did Murphy Brown have? A radio host, a television journalist, or a newspaper editor? A television journalist. Who starred as Murphy Brown? Deborah Harmon, Susan Clark, or Candice Bergen? Candice Bergen. And we've reached the home stretch. Question 80. What kind of animal was Mr. Ed? A dog, a horse, or a monkey? A horse. Who was India's first woman prime minister? Sarojini Naidu, Indira Gandhi, or Vijayalakshmi? Vijayalakshmi. Indira Gandhi. Who voiced the talking horse, Mr. Ed? Alan Young, Alan Lane, or Vic Tayback? Alan Lane. What was the show My Sister Sam about? A woman and her cat, two sisters living together, or a teacher and her students? Two sisters living together. Who starred as Sam in My Sister Sam? Nancy McKeon, Pam Dauber, or Lisa Whelchel? Pam Dauber. What brought the Brady family together? Winning a contest, a widower and a widow marry, or a family reunion? A widower and a widow marry. How many children were in the Brady Bunch? 8, 6, or 10? Six. Who played Carol Brady in the Brady Bunch? Florence Henderson, Susan Olsen, or Linda Lavin? Florence Henderson. What was the Brady Bunch mainly about? Family misadventures, high school life, or a news team? Family misadventures. What happened after Marcy Bradford's death in My Two Dads? Her daughter joined a school band, her daughter lived with 2 ex-boyfriends, or her daughter moved to Europe. Her daughter lived with 2 ex-boyfriends. Question 90. Who played Joey in My Two Dads? Paul Reiser, Robert Reed, or Alan Young? Paul Reiser. Who starred as Webster's adoptive mother, Catherine? Susan Clark, Candice Bergen, or Heather Langenkamp? Susan Clark. What kind of tone did Webster usually have? Heartwarming and funny, serious and dark, or sad and slow? Heartwarming and funny. Which continent is home to the Congo rainforest? Africa, South America, or Asia? Africa. Moving along, what rare animal is found in Congo's remote swamps? Okapi, the lemur, or the tree kangaroo? Okapi. The Congo rainforest supports which indigenous groups? Baka and Buti, Cherokee and Lumbee, or Inca and Maya? Baka and Mbuti. The Appalachian rainforest stretches across which region? Western Canada, Eastern United States, or Northern Europe? Eastern United States. Which endangered animal lives in the Appalachian rainforest? Red wolf, jaguar, or okapi? And the answer is the red wolf. What was the capital of ancient China during the Tang Dynasty? Seoul, Chang'an, or Nanjing? Chang'an. Which invention did ancient China give the world? The compass, the telescope, or the steam engine? The compass. And we have reached question 100. The Silk Road connected China to which region? Africa, Europe, or South America? Europe. And for our bonus question, which dynasty built most sections of the Great Wall? Let us know the answer in the comments and, of course, how well you did with our Quiz Class Einstein Awards. Thanks for playing, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.